Guys, this is Duncan Phillips of the Newsboys, and you're watching Stage Right Secrets.
Hey, Stage Right Secrets, it's Gabby, and I'm here with Duncan of the Newsboys. This is an honor.
Oh, thanks, Gabby. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing great.
Now, you've been super busy as well this year. Catch me up. What have you been doing?
Been crazy. It's we started off with a tour at the beginning of the year, and really for the last 2 years we've been recording the Restart record. So within amongst touring, the summer was crazy, and then the whole ramp up to the record that was released September 10. So, and then we never stopped touring. We was on the road, so we did a little Restart tour, and then we're straight on Winter Jam, and then we have a few weeks off over Christmas, and then we're hitting Winter Jam East, so we're doing about another 50 dates, up till the end of March, so it's crazy.
And do you have a favorite? Do you prefer Winter Jam East or Winter Jam West?
Winter Jam East is really established. It's been around for like 25 years, but Winter Jam West, I think this is only the third year they're doing it, and every year it's kind of grown exponentially. So here in Vegas, this is a big room here tonight, and it's looking really, really full out there, so I'm stoked.
And can you tell me a little bit about the God's Not Dead movie?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? We did this song a couple of years, about 2.5 years ago now. We had a God's Not Dead record. And these guys come and approached us and said, we just love the song, we love the idea of the song. Do you want to be involved with kind of making a movie about it? We're like, yeah, whatever, sure, And anyway, they, after some meetings and going backwards and forwards, and they're the real deal. They're an organisation called Pure Flicks, and got a lot of money backing behind them, and and that's what it takes to make a good movie and get good distribution and all that. So they've made the movie. Have Kevin Sorbo in it. He used to be Hercules back in the day on the TV. Dean Cain, he was Superman. So we're working with a bunch of superheroes. It's pretty cool. And there's a bunch of other people like Shane Harper from Disney show Good Luck Charlie. He's in it, and a few other people. And I think they've even written in some parts for the Duck Dynasty crew. So it's going to be fun. And basically it's about, a student going to college is Shane Harper, and his professor, which is Kevin Sorbo, and professor basically says, well, if you acknowledge there is a God, I'm going to fail you. And that's a confrontation kind of between those two. And the whole thing culminates and ends at a Newsboys show and playing the song God's Not Dead. So it's pretty cool.
And you have, I would say, a long catalog of songs. Now, how do you go about choosing? Because you said you've been touring for a while. Are you switching it up? Like, is it each tour different? You're like, all right, let's add something new.
It's really tough, especially on Winter Jam. We only get 45 minutes, and we've got about 15 or 16 studio records. So I think what you try to do is you want people to hear new music, so you want to do as much of that, but then you've still got to kind of give a nod back to the past, because that's a lot of people's favorite song from 5 years ago or 7 years ago was that song. So, but it's tough, man. 45 minutes, you don't get much of an opportunity to go back that far. But hopefully, and what we actually did before Winter Jam, we went and shortened about 5 or 6 songs. We kind of cut bits out of them to try to fit them in. So yeah, you'll see the abridged versions of songs tonight.
And can we talk about your spinning, rotating drum?
It's one of the quirky little things that people just love that thing. It just never gets old for people. So, we've had cranes flying out over the audience and all this crazy production, but it always gets back to the spinning drum rise. So I'm going to have to stay fit for a long time, right? Yeah, but it's fun.
Do you ever get sick? Because I feel like the first time I would do it, I would be throwing up.
I never have, knock on wood, I never have. So it's kind of... It spins pretty quick, but it's really not for that long. So it's only for about a minute, if that. So, you just grin and bear it and do your thing and put a big smile on your face and hope it all works,
And what's the hardest part about being the drummer for the Newsboys?
Oh, I think, just like anything, you got to be real fit. Like if you're sick at all, it's horrible being a drummer at all, because it's so physical. And, but you got to, the show must go on, right? So you're sick or not, or you're feeling great, you got to put on the best show you know how to, because that might be that only kid's time they've ever seen you. And if you do a mediocre show, next time you come to town, they're like, they're all right. That's my biggest fear as a drummer. And I never want any kid walking away thinking that was just okay. I want them walking away thinking, man, that was the best thing I've ever seen. I wish I could do that.
Is there something that you're dreaming up for your set that hasn't happened?
Always, but I can't tell you.
Secret. And you're pretty savvy with the social media. I would say I see you on it all the time. Now, what can someone do to get a reply from you?
I really try to. On Twitter is probably the best thing. You know, if we follow each other, we can direct message. Instagram, same thing, just Newsboys Drummer on Instagram. Twitter, Duncan Phillips. And then Facebook, I really do get to most people when they send me a direct message on Facebook. So any of those avenues, yeah.
And which do you prefer?
You know what? I kind of went off Facebook for a while, you know, because when they went public, they really they tried to monetize everything, you know. And I'm not against people making money, but they got it to such a point that if you weren't paying for your update on a fan page, they'd really limit you to your reach, you know. But Twitter's just so good. I love Twitter. I got to say, it's probably between Twitter and Instagram right now. But Facebook's coming back. It seems like they've loosened up a little bit, so.
And who would be a kind of like fangirl moment for you to get a tweet from?
Who would be a fangirl moment for me to get a tweet from? Probably Travis Barker, you know. I mean, he's, you know, the guys that, you know, obviously he's been doing it as long as I have, and the guy's just awesome. I mean, he's, you know, Blink's music's, you know, I was kind of into it a bit back in the day, and, you know, he's just a great drummer, you know, and it seems like he'd be a real good hang too, so hopefully I'll get to meet him one day. But yeah, if he retweeted something, I'd be pretty stoked for sure.
All right, well, thank you for chatting with us.